nylon. Basically nylon, before nylon there was discovery of rayon, and we know that rayon is not a true synthetic fiber because it was made from a natural substance known as cellulose, and then came the discovery of nylon. Thus we can say that the first true synthetic fiber was nylon. It was discovered by Wallace Carothers. Wallace Carothers. Now basically nylon is actually a polymer. All synthetic fibers are actually polymer, and it is made up of two monomers. So the first monomer is the diacid. That means it consists of two molecules of acid, and the second is the diamine. So it consists of two monomers. One is a diacid and the other is the diamine. And when these two monomers react, and this reaction is known as condensation polymerization. So when the process of condensation polymerization takes place, these two monomers combine together and they will form the nylon. The most commonly used nylon is the nylon 6,6. You can say 6,6, 6-6, either way you like, but it is actually nylon 6,6. You cannot pronounce this nylon 66, it is nylon 6,6. Now it is made up of also two monomers. The first monomer is the adipic acid, and the second monomer, because one is the acid, second has to be a diamine. So the name of the diamine is the hexamethyl diamine. Now when the reaction of these two is known as condensation polymerization, so when this process takes place and these two monomers react, they form the nylon 6,6, nylon 6, which is the most commonly used nylon fiber. Now when this nylon fiber is obtained, it is actually a combination of two countries. One, NY stands for New York and LON stands for London, because it was in these two countries or in these two areas where the discovery of nylon first took place. So let us consider the properties of this fabric. The first property of this fabric, it is highly elastic and it has a very good strength. That means it is very difficult to break such type of fibers, and it is highly elastic. The second property of nylon fiber is that it is lustrous. That means it has a shiny surface, so it can be used in various types of dresses in which we can get a shiny reflection, or in which we can get a reflection. The next property of such fiber is that it is water resistant. That means after repeated washing also, it may not get corroded or it may not get decayed. The next property is it is wrinkle resistant. That means you do not have to iron it regularly like in the case of natural fibers like cotton, silk or even jute. Now let us discuss the uses of the nylon fabric. The first important use is that because it is elastic in nature, so it can be used to make a toothbrush bristles. So the bristles of the toothbrush are made from the nylon fabric. As you know, it has very good strength to it, so it is used to make the fishing nets, and also you can say the parachute ropes. Because in both these types of instruments like the fishing nets or the parachute nets, you need a lot of strength, and that strength can be used to get from the nylon fabric. So these were the important properties or uses of nylon. The most commonly used fabric is the nylon 6,6, which is made from adipic acid, one of the monomer, and the next is the hexamethylene diamine. So basically the reaction between these two compounds is known as condensation polymerization, and then we can get the nylon 6,6 fiber. It is actually a combination of two countries, New York and London. It is the two places on which the discovery of nylon fabric took place, and it was done by Wallace Carothers. This was all about the nylon.